As you know from our conversations the last couple of days, there's no challenge that I have before me as a United States Senator more important, including your confirmation, than getting the Savannah Harbor expansion project done in my state. Senator Chambliss and I have worked for 16 years, along with various members of the House from Georgia, to go through all the steps at NOAA, EPA, OMB, Corps of Engineers, Fish and Wildlife, to get every approval we could get, including getting the Vice President to join us on the docks in Savannah and make his famous quote that we were going to get it done come hell or high water. I'm not one that kills the messenger, but on a Sunday night right before the budget came out, you delivered the news to Senator Chambliss and I that we weren't going to be able to move forward based on a plan we had thought, through conversations with others, not with you, that we had included the right language in the omnibus appropriation bill to move the Savannah Harbor expansion program forward. And at the last minute, we got the bad news that wasn't going to be the case. And in the last 2 days, you and I have had discussions about how important this is to my state and to my country, because the support of Savannah is not a parochial Georgia issue. It's an issue for the entire trade of the United States of America and the economy of the United States of America. It is a net positive export port. It has met every requirement needed whatsoever, and I don't want you leaving OMB until I know that we're going to be able to move forward on the Savannah Harbor project, and I'd like for you to respond to that question.
Senator, with regard to where we are in terms of legislation and currently, as we have discussed, I think that, first of all, the port is an important effort. It is an effort that I agree with you is not just about Georgia. It's about economic issues and growth for the nation and core infrastructure. It's something that we think is a very important project, and President and Vice President have spoken to that issue and want to make sure that we move forward as quickly as possible with moving forward on the port. Optimistic that the WRDA bill will pass, that's something that will happen and be a part, and that we can move forward with that project as quickly as possible. And as I said, we look forward to working with you to make sure once that happens, that we can move this project forward, because we agree it is a good and strong project. At the same time, my role and responsibility as the Director of the Office of Management and Budget, which is why the WRDA issue is there, has to do with protecting the fisc. I think many people on this committee know the Army Corps has a backlog of $60 billion, and we need the reauthorization, and what we need is the Congress to speak. And when the Congress has spoken, and we're looking forward to that on this project that we believe is an important one, we'll look forward to moving forward.
In a letter sent to you by myself, Senator Chambliss, and every member of the Georgia delegation about questioning how the project got stopped all of a sudden, I want to quote your answer. Particularly during physically challenging times, it is essential that we do not create special exceptions that could undermine well-established controls of responsible allocation of taxpayer resources. What exception were you referring to in terms of the Port of Savannah?
With regard to the question of the exception, it would be waiving the 902. There was a rule that was put in place that said if an Army Corps project exceeds cost by 20%, the Congress needs to speak again. And that was a matter that the Congress put in place, that is a rule that is about making sure that we have fiscal responsibility with the Army Corps. This is a terrific project and a great project with a very high return on investment.
As you know,
there are many other Army Corps projects, I'm afraid, that don't meet that test. And so having the Congress be partners with us in doing fiscal control is something that is important.
As you know, we think we're within 2 weeks of WRDA passing. The 902 provision is in WRDA, so what special exception would lie in our way to go ahead forward if the 902 passes in WRDA? Is there any impediment that you see?
Senator, I look forward to continuing that conversation, and I think there are ways that this project can go forward.
Well, I look forward to those meetings prior to the confirmation so we can do everything we can to solidify that. Thank you.